Hey everyone, it's Andrew. I'm here with Charlie, and it's that time of the month for our Super Chewer box for March 2022. I've got a lot in store for today. What we'll do is open up the March 2022 box. As always, go over last month's toys, which were the Valentine's Day themed toys. And then I do have a separate replacement toy that we'll open up today as well, which was a toy sent by Super Chewer for replacement because we got a solid nylon toy in our box last month as well. Before we start, if you could just hit the like and subscribe button, that'd be awesome. And as a reminder, I am a Super Chewer affiliate, so if you're interested in signing up, just use the links below for promotions and deals throughout the month that Super Chewer provides for people that sign up. So as far as the toys from last month, if you recall, we had three separate toys. We had the Shred Velvet Cake, the Candy Tugg, as well as the Treat Your Heart Out toys. We'll start out with the Shred Velvet Cake. If you recall from my last video, this had like a cloth cake design on it. Charlie was able to he essentially ripped off the top and bottom of the cloth cake design within the first 2 days. However, it got caught on the ridges on the side and took him about 2 weeks for it to pull off entirely, which was a little bit longer than the other cloth designs that he has for the toys in the past. Underneath that was this like rubber squeaker, so it's got these ridges on the side, and then on the top here it has this kind of like I don't know what exactly it is, but rubber kind of design on the top. It does squeak, and surprisingly it does still squeak even after use. It's intermittent though, and it's not the best squeaker compared to the other toys that they've sent. And if you look at it, there's a little bit of, one of the edges here is lifting off on this, and then there's some bite marks, but Charlie has used this toy regularly throughout the month. Not as much as other toys in the past, but it's something that he has played with and enjoyed throughout the month, and definitely worth it. So that's that toy. You can hold on to that if you want. The second toy was this Candy Tugg. So essentially it was this canvas strap with two separate rubber pieces on it that are attached to the strap. I expected that the canvas strap would break or have issues. It's held up very well. Charlie hasn't played with this that much. For the first 2 or 3 days, he would run around with it and chew on that actual rubber portions. We try to use it as a tug toy. The issue though, compared to other toys, is for him, he's used to like fleece tug toys, so he'll latch onto it pretty strong and tug really hard. But this, if he latches on, he essentially he'll slip off easier, or I'm worried about pulling or damaging his teeth in the process, so I don't really go as aggressively with it compared to other toys. But it's held up, it hasn't broke or anything, but he hasn't used it that much compared to other things, which was surprising. But we will use it as like a chase toy, or like I'll throw it and he'll chase after it. But it's something that's held up so far so well. There you go, boy. And then lastly was this Treat Your Heart Out toy. So as I mentioned in my last video, Charlie doesn't like nylon toys like this, the solid nylon. In our subscription, we actually have it set so we don't receive these, but for some reason, Super Chewer sent it anyways. As you can tell, there's a little bit of bite marks here on the edges and on here, a little bit on this edge as well. Sorry, the camera might not be focused too well, but what I found was Charlie, as always, he essentially would grab this toy, chew on it for about a couple seconds or so, and completely stop just because it's too hard. It's like really, really hard. And I think it's just too hard for his teeth, so he never plays with it. I did try putting peanut butter on the edges here, but he would essentially just lick it off and then leave the toy on the ground and not play with it, which is pretty consistent with his track record with the solid nylon, which is why we don't have it in our subscription, but they sent it anyways. But in response to this toy, when I got it in the box, if you recall from my last video, I reached out to Super Chewer and immediately talked through their chat customer support, and they did send out a replacement toy, which is in this bag here. I never got to open this month just because I've been busy with different things and studying and stuff like that. And so what we'll do right now is open this, which was the replacement for the Treat Your Heart Out toy. So we'll kind of open this and see what's in here. Charlie has no idea what's in here, so it'll be interesting to see his response. So as you can see, what it is, let me see what it's called. So it's the Bark Diamond Bark Diamond Snow Tube. So I guess this was like a winter theme. It has this cloth outside that's around the edges like a snow tube, and on the inside is this rubber that's black. I'm sure this squeaks, so I'll squeak it. So it's definitely a squeaker. He loves these squeakers. He loves the cloth like tearaway design. So what I'll do now is I'll give it to him, but we'll probably find is that he's probably going to be after this toy all throughout the rest of the video. So bear with me as he's probably going to be squeaking this in the background, but he'll absolutely love this. So you can grab that now. There you go, bud. Lay down. Good boy. So that's the new toy. He's going to be squeaking and out playing with it. And then what we'll do is open up the March 2022 box, which I suspect is going to be like a St. Patrick's Day theme, just because that's the major holiday for this month, but we'll take a look at it right now. Okay, so here's the March 2022 box. Bear with me because Charlie's playing with that toy in the background, and you might hear him squeaking or tearing the canvas part out, but we'll open this box now and see. So, oh, well, I'm actually surprised. So it is Madagascar Unleashed. It has nothing to do with St. Patrick's Day, which was surprising for March, but that's what the theme is for this month. All right, and then we'll look at the 3 separate toys for this box. So this looks like it's called the Missy Caloco Moth. So it's a moth themed toy. Essentially has this rubber kind of nylon central part, and then on the sides here are wings that are canvas type, and then on the edge here is like 2 separate strings attached, so you could potentially throw this or tug it or something like that. This is a little bit different and interesting. I don't know if Charlie will actually play with this. A couple months ago we got the leaf thrower, which was a very similar design that had a rubber toy in the center part that squeaked, and it had a canvas outside on that around it, and he didn't really play with that. But this might be a little bit different because he might kind of grab onto the edges or the wings of the moth part of it, and he might tug or play with it that way. I don't think he'll chew on this solid nylon part just because he doesn't like it. It's very similar to the other toys, but he might chew on the edges here, the canvas part. So that's the first toy. Second, we have, let me take a look and see what this is called. This is the Marrow Millipede. So it's a bug themed box this week, which is kind of scary because my girlfriend's scared of bugs, especially moths. But so what this looks like is essentially, it looks like similar to like a Pac-Man design, but on the inside here is a central kind of cut into it, and there's a central part here which you could put either treats or peanut butter or something like that. It's rubber design. It doesn't squeak or anything. I suspect what'll happen with this is if I try to use it, Charlie may rip this apart. I will be surprised if this does not last the month, just because he's very strong at chewing. So I suspect this is going to be a weak point here, and it's going to rip apart this way and split across there. We'll have to see at the end of the month and see how long this lasts. But that's the millipede or Marrow Millipede toy. And then lastly, we have this other toy, which is the Lalo Frog. We'll take it out of the mesh and see what it looks like. So it is, I guess, a frog head or body or something like that. It's got these ridges on the edge here. Oh, it's a head. There you go. That's the design. So that's the frog's head right here. And so it's got these ridges here, which are a little bit kind of like rubbery. It's got the eyes, bulges for the eyes, and then the bottom kind of has these ridges here as well. I suspect this squeaks, so yeah, it's a very loud squeaker. He's super attentive. He'll see it. I might give it to him in a second, but we'll put it on the side for now. But that's the Lalo Frog. And then, as always, you get 2 separate treat sticks. So we've got the pumpkin honey recipe, which we've got probably 3 other months in a row. And then this is a little bit different for us. We've got the pork stick recipe, which is 2 separate smaller sticks. We use this a lot for putting in different toys or as a treat to get him attentive to a toy. And then we have the cheesy peasy soft bakes, which you can't really see here. I'll open them up just so you can see what they look like. but that's what they are. They're a little bit different. Usually they give you something a little bit bigger, but I'll probably break this off in like 3 pieces. I use this all the time to cut his nails or treats while we're walking or something like that. It's a little bit softer. It's not too hard. So that's the cheesy peasy soft bakes. And then there should be one other treat pouch, which is the jerky baked lamb recipe, which we've previously got in other months. He absolutely loves these. It's essentially like a jerky soft kind of treat that you can break up as well and use for that thing, that sort of thing. So as you recall, so we got the jerky bars lamb recipe, we got the cheesy peasy soft bakes. This is new for us. We got the sorry, the box is in the way. The pork stick recipe, the pumpkin honey recipe. We got the Lalo frog, which is the squeaker, which I'll give to him now because he's looking at that. There you go, boy. All right. And then we have the marrow millipede, which is this kind of, I don't know, rubber toy, which will be interesting to see if it lasts. And then lastly, we got the Missy Caloco moth, which is kind of a mixed solid nylon as well as a pull toy, throw toy, and kind of canvas, I guess, Tugg toy, if you call it that. It'll be interesting to see how he likes these toys. He might not like this one. This one I suspect he'll like, but he'll probably destroy. And then the squeaker he'll definitely like for sure. So thanks for watching. If you're interested in signing up for Super Tour, definitely use the promotions below because I'm an affiliate. Some of that money comes back to me as an affiliate member, which I always appreciate. But there are good deals if you're signing up. And please continue to like and subscribe and watch my videos. I appreciate it a lot. Have a good night and have a good month.